Well, that was a lot of fun. I think our baking experiment was a huge success. These homemade Austrian Linzer cookies are delicious.
They are, and it was so much fun baking them with you. But we may have created a little bit of a mess in the process.
A little bit of a mess. Anna, look at the kitchen floor. It looks like a snowstorm of flour, and there are crumbs and little bits of sugar everywhere. I am so sorry. I think most of this was my fault.
Please, do not be sorry at all. A messy kitchen is the sign of a happy and creative day. It is not a problem. It will only take a few minutes to clean up.
I insist on cleaning it. It is the least I can do after you so kindly shared your secret recipe with me. Where do you keep your broom? I will sweep the floor.
That is very kind of you, Mark. I would appreciate the help. The cleaning supplies are in that cupboard over there.
Great. I will just grab the...
But if you are going to do it, you must allow me to teach you my secret, perfect method for sweeping the floor. It is a very special technique.
There is a secret, perfect method for sweeping? I thought you just pushed the dirt around with a broom. You are a true master of all household tasks. Okay, Professor Anna, I am ready for my lesson in the art of sweeping.
Okay, I have opened the cleaning cupboard. I see a few different brooms in here. I will just take this one.
Wait one moment. That is an outdoor broom. The bristles are very hard and stiff. It is designed for sweeping rough surfaces, like a balcony or a patio. It is not the right tool for an indoor kitchen floor.
I had no idea there was a difference. A broom is a broom, isn't it?
Not at all. Choosing the right tool is the first secret to a perfect result. For an indoor floor like this, you want a broom with soft bristles. Can you see the one with the softer grey bristles?
I can. They do feel much softer. Why are soft bristles better for inside?
They are much more effective at picking up fine particles like dust and flour. If you look very closely at the ends of the bristles, you can see they are a bit fuzzy. We call these flagged bristles. They are designed to catch and hold onto the fine dust instead of just pushing it into the air.
Flagged bristles. I am learning so much already. Okay, so I have the correct soft-bristled indoor broom. What else do I need?
You will need a dustpan and brush. I recommend this set here. The dustpan has a nice thin rubber lip on the edge. This helps it to sit perfectly flat on the floor, so you can sweep all the dirt into it easily, without leaving that annoying line of dust behind.
I hate that annoying line of dust. Okay, so I have my high-tech broom and my advanced dustpan. I am ready for the next step.
Before you make your first sweep, my second secret is that you must prepare the room. You cannot clean a cluttered space effectively.
Prepare the room? What do you mean by that?
We just need to clear the floor space as much as possible. For example, we should pick up this little rug by the sink. We can take it outside onto the balcony and give it a good shake to get all the crumbs out of it.
That makes perfect sense. There is no point sweeping the floor if the rug is still dirty. Okay, I will go and shake it out.
Great. The other thing we can do to make the job easier is to move the kitchen chairs. If we lift the chairs and put them upside down on the kitchen table, like they do in cafes at the end of the day, we will be able to sweep the entire floor without any obstacles.
That is a brilliant idea. Then we do not have to try and sweep around all the chair legs. It creates a completely clear surface to work on.
Exactly. It might seem like a little bit of extra work at the beginning, but I promise it will make the whole process much faster and more effective in the end. A little preparation goes a long way.
Okay, the rug is shaken and the chairs are on the table. Our kitchen floor is now an empty dance floor, ready to be cleaned.
I am ready to begin. I am just going to start here by the door and sweep all the dirt into the middle.
Ah, you have fallen into the most common sweeping trap.
I have. What did I do wrong now?
You have started in the wrong place. This is my third and perhaps most important secret. You need a sweeping strategy. You must always start sweeping from the farthest corner of the room and work your way towards the exit.
Start at the back and work towards the door. Why is that so important?
Think about it. If you start sweeping at the door, you will have to walk all over the area that you have just cleaned to get to the other side of the room. You will be leaving footprints on your beautifully clean floor.
And I would be trapped in the corner at the end, surrounded by a pile of dirt.
Precisely. You would sweep yourself into a corner. The correct strategy is to always move backwards, pulling the dirt with you towards the door. This way, you are always standing on the dirty part of the floor that you have not swept yet, and the area behind you is always clean.
That is so simple but so logical. I cannot believe I have been doing it wrong my entire life. So, I should go all the way to that back corner by the window and start there.
That is the perfect place to begin your sweeping journey.
Okay, you are in the correct starting position. Now let's talk about the technique. Show me how you would normally sweep.
Well, I would just do this.
Makes big, fast, swooshing motions with the broom. I see. That is a very energetic technique, but I am afraid it is not the most effective one.
It is not? It feels like I am cleaning a lot, very quickly.
You are moving a lot of air around, but you are not moving a lot of dirt. Look closely. When you use those big, fast strokes, you are actually throwing a lot of the fine dust and flour up into the air.
Oh, you are right. I can see a little cloud of dust floating in the sunlight. It will just land back on the floor later.
Exactly. The goal of sweeping is not to redecorate the air with dust. The goal is to collect all the dirt on the floor. The fourth secret is to use short, deliberate strokes.
Short strokes, not long ones.
That is right. And you should always keep the bristles of the broom on the floor. Think of it as pulling the dirt towards you, not hitting it away from you.
Pulling, not pushing. I understand.
And you should try to overlap your strokes slightly. This ensures that you do not miss any spots. It is a slower, more mindful technique, but it is much more effective. It keeps the dust on the floor and under your control.
Okay, I am trying your technique. Short, deliberate, overlapping strokes, pulling the dirt towards me. It feels very different, much more controlled.
It is, isn't it? You can see that you're creating a nice controlled line of dirt in front of the broom. There are no little clouds of dust flying into the air.
You are right. I feel like a professional cleaner now. This is the zen of sweeping.
So, what is the plan? Where do I move all this dirt?
The strategy is to work your way around the edges of the room first. Sweep all the dirt from the edges and from under the kitchen cabinets into the center of the room.
So I am moving all the mess from the outside to the inside.
Exactly. We are going to consolidate all the little messes from around the kitchen into one single large pile in the middle of the floor.
That sounds like a good plan. It is much easier to deal with one big pile than 100 little ones.
It is. It is so satisfying to see the floor getting cleaner and cleaner, and the pile of dirt in the middle getting bigger and bigger.
I agree. It is a very satisfying process. Okay, I have swept all around the edges of the room. I now have one impressive-looking pile of flour, crumbs, and dust right here in the center.
That is a magnificent pile of dirt. You have done an excellent job. Now it is time to use our other tools, the dustpan and brush.
I am ready, so I just use the big broom to push the pile into the dustpan, right?
You could, but it is often a bit clumsy to use a big broom for this final, detailed step. It is better to use the small hand brush. It gives you much more control.
Okay, the small hand brush. And what is the technique for getting the dirt into the pan without leaving that annoying line of dust?
This is my fifth secret. You need to hold the dustpan correctly. Hold the handle and press the front edge of the pan firmly down onto the floor. You want that rubber lip to be in full contact with the floor surface.
Pressing it down firmly. Got it.
Now, do not try to sweep the whole big pile in with one giant stroke. It will just fly over the top of the pan. The secret is to use a series of short, gentle strokes. Use the brush to gently pull the dirt into the pan.
Several short, gentle strokes. I can do that. It is working. The dirt is going into the pan, not under it. This is amazing.
It is a simple technique, but it makes all the difference. Now, once you have most of the pile, you can lift the pan and just tap it on the floor to settle the dirt at the back. Then you can put it down again to get the last little bit.
Okay, I have swept the main pile into the dustpan. I am ready to empty it into the rubbish bin. The floor looks so much cleaner now.
It looks fantastic, but we are not quite finished yet. The final secret, secret number 6, is to always do a final detail check.
A detailed check? What am I looking for?
You need to get down low and look closely at the areas where the floor meets the walls. These are called the baseboards or skirting boards. You will see that a fine line of dust often gets trapped in these edges.
You are a cleaning ninja. I would never have noticed that. You are right. There is a little line of dust right along the edge of the wall here.
It is a detail that most people miss. But cleaning up these final little bits is the difference between a good job and a perfect job.
So, how do I get this last bit of dust?
You can use the bristles on the side of your hand brush. Just run the side of the brush along the edge of the wall to pull that line of dust out. You can also use the brush to get right into the corners where the big broom cannot reach.
I am cleaning the corners and edges now. I will just sweep this last little pile of dust into my pan. There.
Now I think the floor is truly perfectly clean. I cannot believe how clean the floor looks. I am very proud of my work. Thank you for the excellent lesson.
You did a brilliant job. The floor is now 100% free of crumbs and dust. It is officially swept.
So, we are finished?
For today, yes. But in the world of perfect floor cleaning, this is only step 1.
Only step 1? What is step 2?
The next logical step to get the floor not just clean, but sparkling clean, would be to mop it.
Mopping. Of course. That is for all the sticky spots and the very fine dust that the broom cannot pick up.
Exactly. Sweeping removes all the loose dirt. Mopping removes the stuck-on dirt and sanitizes the floor. The two tasks work together as a team.
Are there different types of mops, just like there are different types of brooms?
There are traditional string mops, sponge mops, and the modern flat mops with microfiber pads, which are my personal favorite. They are very effective and easy to use.
And I suppose you have a secret perfect method for mopping too?
Of course I do. It involves 2 buckets and a special figure 8 motion. But I think we will save the mopping masterclass for another day. I think we have had enough cleaning education for one Saturday.
I agree. My brain is full of sweeping secrets. So, what is the final step of our sweeping process?
The final step is to clean your tools. A good craftsperson always takes care of their tools.
I should clean my broom? How do I do that?
It is very simple. You can just take the broom and the hand brush outside to the balcony or hold them over the rubbish bin. Then you just tap the handle firmly a few times to shake out any remaining dust that is trapped in the bristles.
That makes sense. So, the tools are clean and ready for the next time.
Exactly. And now, the final step is to empty the contents of your dustpan into the rubbish bin.
I can do that. And there we are. The kitchen is clean, the tools are clean, and my brain is full of new knowledge.
You see, the whole process was quite fast, and the result is a beautifully clean floor.
It is. I will never look at sweeping as a simple, boring chore ever again. You have shown me that it is a true art form. It is a science.
I am so glad I could share my wisdom with you.
Thank you so much, Anna. Now, I think we have earned another one of our delicious floor-dirtying Linzer cookies.